Story we ever tell how wicked some people can be as public servants and as civil servants. Na eto de bia na de bia yebo politicians sechi. I was watching a video by the CEO of the now defunct bank, Captain Amoabin. Na ne latest interview bi awaye. No can say be or say the ordinary Ghanaian is not a good person. I know say very controversial and a lot of people might not agree. But based on the one no go through as a businessman in this country. And I know say omwa enra Melodies ebusu ni papa bi frɛ me. And I know kan asɛm akyerɛ me. Oye Ghana ni awo wa abrochire. Na we bia nnwuma wɔ Ghana wo hwɛ aketua wɔ ma receiving more than sika ebia a graduate ebeje. Provide accommodation, provide transportation ni bibia. Still edwuma na odi ama nkrofo no se wo monye no. Omo nye edwuma no. Na so at the end of the month omo expect say omo beji sika. Na eya na Ghana for Yesu say edwuma eni ho. See, the ordinary Ghanaian is a bad person. Tie. Yes, the finance ministry. I interdicted a year controller and accountant general. Now, you can't controller and accountant general department. A yes, department no. Ena omo hese yebetuya will be a can't me a me tia me say. You fan say me a teacher and I'm a police ni me a soldier ni me a buying any pebiana. At the end of the month. A controller and accountant general no ena me information wo mo ho a e wo se wo mo ye den o mo tua meka nti o mo no mo betua ka nti ese adwumaye ni bi wo ho wa hye delete teacher bi din every records nim di nti a wo si teacher no ontua bribe teacher no si wontua eno hu nti wa ko system nim delete teacher no ni din nti se ye tua ka teacher no na ketia emba. You read the story now. Also, the Ministry of Finance has interdicted a staff member of the Controller and Accountants General's Department over allegations of payroll fraud. The officer is accused of deliberately removing a teacher from the government's payroll after she refused to pay him a bribe. The case came to light during a sitting of the Public Accounts Committee where the chairperson, Abena Osei Asari, raised concerns about recurring cases of workers being unfairly taken off the payroll, often leaving them unpaid for months. Also, it is very painful that genuinely your name is taken off the payroll. For one reason or the other, you have to go to controller sometimes 8 good months and you still haven't been reinstated. Meanwhile, you are there working, and for one reason or the other, you are being validated. How do we cure this? She said. Also, sometimes it is genuine mistake from the validators, but sometimes too, it is a way of some of the heads showing teachers where power lies, and it is very, very painful. The Controller and Accountant General, Kwesi Kwanin Bosompim, admitted there were challenges with the current system, but insisted the department could only act once district level validators had confirmed staff details. They validate in the district offices and they will determine that these people deserve to be paid. So if for one reason or the other, therefore let me interrupt this broadcast with this very important message. Embre bibaye namini ende miamini Osha mefu eswate fata na mewo ewo mekokoso area minufu ana abobo ni na article. Na the same thing for people who don't know. If you are listening to me now wefu say now per se wefu reduce eba be yeti say ya metro you want to do 3 things na nyama miensa no metro na eyana the fact say osun anawefu esun the fact say bia enye fe no aside everything else no it is a very dangerous thing and the ekum Ghana for. Na se we fuswa asemo Ugugula ekatre yeni or say excess visceral fat is dangerous because it surrounds vital organs. Inti se we fuswa your friend the visceral fat. Na sa visceral fat no you see adia eye and they say a risk of serious chronic conditions as heart disease, type 2 diabetes, stroke, certain cancers, fatty liver disease, and metabolic syndrome. If you have a big belly or a fat belly, one here ya we able to me abo. Na Ghana fo bebra ewu ende yesi yare a eku omo bebre na no eyefu kese ene de sa yare no eba. Etiefo enu hunti de meye ya me reduce from this size. Eba be dane sa de we in 3 months. I did this in 3 months. De meye ya me reduce ye no. Mesrel matro ewo book mu. Me ankasa matro book about my life. Na book no video a wo hwe sisi ano. Book no ewo screen ase. Until all you have to do is click on any of these icons and then you get the book. Now, another way to get the book no so, and it's a comment box ni mo no. And no ya mo pesa mo de mobile money etia. Into comment box ni mo no, link bi wo ho. O click link ni so say ya. Ebe be another page. A page amma 4 options. Now if you want to get the book, the hard copy of the book, and this is an option for Ghana for amwa brochure, mo pe book no ne hard copy. O click here e do be call ahase na trese wape book no na wato. Now if you open so tia book no with mobile money na wonya book no e wo phone so and no be click link way your friend no the soft copy or the ebook. O click here e be another page na wa fill information no now the mobile money number no ashim ne wetua na trese wonya book no ana say unni makenkan inti wo no untumi enkenkan book no problem. Me ama kenkan book no atrasie e wo twi mu ti no me frɛ no the tree video explainer and then so tia now the mobile money number ayeden ashim na trese utie wi a wo betwen wo page we aso download button beba na wa download the video no and I say wo book no pese utie ni te say nyom ye frɛ no audio book and also click here now the mobile money number ayeden ashim na trese wa twen page no so download beba na wa click download na trese we nya book no. So we we ni na still utia and now we ni na still wunya book na don't worry. You can call the number 055-807-4986 or you can send me a WhatsApp message 055-807-4986 and you get sorted out. So wait ya na wunya book na call that same number usika nyeraye. Afe yetie for yentia story no eso. They don't validate you. Then it is the same process that must be repeated for us to pay you. We cannot as controller pay you if the validators haven't validated you, he explained. Officials from the finance ministry confirmed that investigations are ongoing, adding that digital records have made it easier to track who activated or deactivated names on the payroll. As some of the issues could have even been resolved at a district level, but we don't understand why people still want to see somebody to resolve their issues for them. We think they are genuine concerns. You've gone through one process and they will be resolved. We will see to that, he added. Deputy Minister for Finance, Thomas Ampemnyako, has confirmed that the government has launched investigations into fresh allegations of payroll fraud within the Controller and Accountant General's department. He explained that the digital payroll system makes it possible to trace exactly who is responsible for such manipulations, including instances where workers' names are unfairly removed. We've come across some allegations of payroll-related fraud issues that we have asked the investigation agencies to investigate. Fortunately, because these things are done on the system, it is even possible to see who activated somebody, who deactivated the person, and all that. There was one that went viral recently about someone whose name was removed from the payroll because he did not pay a bribe. We have taken a serious view of this and it is being investigated. The ministry assured the public that the matter will be pursued thoroughly and that anyone found guilty will be sanctioned. In a separate matter, the Public Accounts Committee also called for the interdiction of the Ghana Revenue Authority officer whose actions allegedly led to a 2 million debt for the state. We'll come to that later. But basically, no, that is the story. the Controller and Accountant General Department. Adia wamodi yobi no. And you see, I want people to understand that idea way it can happen to every single person. Or see to your bribe. Or see wuntia. Why you wage you may bribe by force. Missy mintia. I say, sir, me ye juma or Controller and Accountant General. Metro onyansa. Na metro onyansa, e nyansa benya. O delete wudi free system. You see, this is here interna enkrofo bi wo ho awon omo no ono yamfa Christosoma antetinu yamfa Christosoma antetinu itu ye anyway no bakọ ne krom ene de wo no gidi se ye ne bosoma na eye ne bibi no na ono de ajew. At the end of the day, you beka se nipa kro ne trimu odin. But esem no eba ne se ne bae. Edie ne si ma asem ne bae. Die ntia ne ye ka se nipa kro ne trimu odin. Just my main show baby to me wo. And sad we won. People don't know, but say na aba ne ye kan you feel say isolated. In every single sector in this country, there are some issues related to this. Obabi wo wa ono ne de ne say ne boss Air Force no say woni ne nda. Obabi wo wa wo ko pay juma. Ono ne de ne say se wan pene ma me ne wan da me ma we juma no. Obabi wo wa ne force ne boss tata no. Air Force no. So wan pene na me ne wan ye we ya osike emba ni e de hye neni no no so te ho. And some of them have fallen victim because oni obi obeka na asem ama no. People are going through things in this country. And the people who are doing these things to these people, no. Eya na odwin ho won ti ase. But maybe the NSS, so you think you can do this to someone and go scot free? Is it sometimes so eya na adwin medwene say, but how do you think you can do something like this to someone? Who dey say nipa ko na anya obi bia kra na? Do you think say obetumi aye obi say na wo no wenya utire didim free ana? Like, what is the thinking? Udi obey obi sa ade we yate, ubenya utire didim free. Na nke wiase na ewo ho no, se na nke wiase ewo ho kwa. Se nyam nipa ko na ntua wo kakra na bibi betua wo ka. There. If for montre mo ajo comment box ni mo. That's it.